Shalom. First thing foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Habakkuk. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel, brought lifting up the standard for Yahweh, wherever it may be. Real quick, this is just a quick in transit. I had a couple things in mind that I kind of wanted to speak on, but it's just going to be open forum for the most part, because sometimes, you know, Jake be all over the place, depending on the spirit. But anyway, Shalom, Makim Yahweh, So anyway, man, I wanted to speak on the Yahweh Shai, okay, the Savior of Israel, all right, not all mankind, like you Edomites, like you Christians teach that salvation is for everybody, when clearly that's not the case. It's not biblical. I wanted to speak on, because you got a thing going on now that we're able to be saved by the law, and this proves that we're at the end, because the closer we get to the end, the more the bugged out these doctrines are becoming, from supposed to be skilled men in Yahweh, right, with on the forefront being the Sakari, teaching the law, but yet you cats don't even keep the law, because hey, you got lineups, all right, you got hair lineups, man, you know, you got the whole French t-shirt thing on, like Apostle Gabar said. He said if you're going to justify the law, or if you're going to be technically boasting in the law, then you need to do the whole thing perfectly, man, because the scriptures tell you if you break one law, then you're guilty of it all right? So if you break the law, you're guilty of it, man. So if you're going to wear the whole French and t-shirt thing, you need to wear the whole goddamn get up with the mitri and everything, man. All right, because that was part of our customs, mainly, you know, of the tribe of Levi. All right, but hey, I'm a Levite. I'm not walking out with my garment on, with my mitri on. I'm not out there with like Aaron with the ephod breastplate on. I'm not doing none of that, man, because we ain't in our kingdom. And on top of that, we ain't sovereign right now, man. So we're justified through faith. And if you under the law, then you're not justified by faith, man, because you guys, you don't have any faith. So you need something physical and tangible and technical to prove your worth, man, because you don't teach it how to shine. All right, and that's the reason why a lot of you guys coming in that twisted ass spirit, you know, well, we gotta keep the law 100%, bro. But what about Big Head Alizé? Why that nigga ain't cut his hair off yet? Talking about the vow of the Nazarite. And even then, if you going through the vow of the Nazarite, whatever, you're coming back to Jerusalem to keep the Passover, you got to cut your hair if you're going to partake of the vine, man, which is the wine. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this: why haven't you cut your hair yet? You know? And on top of that, if you took the vow of the Nazarite, then technically you're not supposed to cut your hair. So why ain't your hair down your ass or your feet, man? Because you cut it from time to time. You know you should trim it off and do all types of shit to it, you know? And then the whole thing about the vine, don't act like you don't eat grapes or certain foods, because certain foods got the particular vine or the blood of the vine in certain foods, man. You know, like you go to, not olive oil or anything like that, but you have what they call grapeseed oil. Okay, you got different types of foods that have that particular fruit in it, man. So the hypocrisy is just on a whole different level. And like I said, if you're going to be justified by the law, you have to keep the law in its entirety. And you guys clearly ain't doing that, man. And don't lie and act like that you are, because clearly you're not doing it, you know? So anyway, with that being said, man, this guy said that, oh, he's of the lineage of Aaron. How the hell do you know that? How do you know that? What proof do you have that you go all the way back to Aaron, the sons of Aaron? Because the sons of Aaron were righteous, man. You're not righteous. You or your group of misfits that you call the Sakari sect, you know? And you could go back to the line of Aaron, but you don't have that type of proof. Now you could say through faith, but you don't believe in faith. Remember, because you said we're justified by the law. So you can't use, well, through faith I believe I'm through Aaron. You can't say that, man. All right? And if you look at the scriptures, man, honestly, you niggas come in the spirit of Dathan, Abiram, and Korah. And you may be fucking Korah, man, that got swallowed up in a sinkhole, and then the rest of them other Israelites that followed them dudes because, hey, they was murmuring against Moses on how to overthrow it. And what happened? The Most High brought fire down on them niggas, man. And that's the spirit you guys come in. So I doubt if you highly of the sons of Aaron. I highly doubt it, especially with the type of doctrine you're pushing. And then you want to talk about being holy in the law, but nigga, you eat fucking Taco Bell. What kind of abomination is that? You know what they put in that shit, man? That shit ain't even real beef, bro. But you talking about pure. Which high priest getting a goddamn crave case of Taco Bell every damn week? Or eat McDonald's and shit? Fuck out of here, bro. That's why you guys out there, man, the Most High and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, they're gonna put a special judgment on you dudes. Because the scriptures say, in a time becoming, it says, evil seducers will wax worse and worse, man. Some giving heed to seducing spirits, and even in the end, people are departing from the faith. Because once upon a time, you taught pretty much what we taught, and you still teach what we teach for the most part, but your spirit is off, you know? Your spirit is off, and you go off on several things, you know? So, honestly, it's not looking too good for you Sakari cats, man. And on top of that, you named yourself the Sakari, the Dagger Men, all right? And if you look at the history on the Sakari, hey, they were nothing but a bunch of zealots that disowned Yahweh Shai. They acknowledged them and they knew about them, but they didn't follow Yahweh Shai, man. Because they thought the followers of Yahweh Shai was weak and cowardice. Because, hey, they taught faith and they taught not to have an insurrection against the government. Which, in fact, you guys come in that type of spirit. So who's to say that if Esau decides to hem us up or decides to come after the other Israelite groups, who's to say that he won't set up one of you Sakari dudes to do it? It's very plausible at this point. Since, you know, you go to camps with guns, daggers and shit, pulling pistols on Edomites, and the amount of leverage that you brought into the ministry to get judged is no ending to it, man. All right? So, hey, brothers, man, you got to stay away from them guys, because them guys, they're not right in the spirit. All right? Let's see, brother, taking the precepts here. All right, so anyway, continuing on just through the spirit, and like I said, I didn't have anything in particular, but just different ideas I wanted to speak on. You know, mainly oppression making the wise man mad. Like right now, we're all under attack as far as, you know, being sick, and the weapons that Esau is pretty much spraying in the air. Like right now, if I was to show y'all the sky, he's back spraying chemtrails again, man. And that's the reason why we had that crazy ass snowstorm over the weekend, which in fact it was chemically induced. Because I know when I was working in it, when I stepped outside of my vehicle, my truck, I started feeling sick. So I know that it's something going on in the air. And it ain't just me, brothers, sisters, other brothers, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is getting sick because this devil, he's doing something, man. That's how I know that through the spirit, Yahweh Shai is on his way back to judge this place, because the scriptures say in Matthew 24, it says that, hey, if those days were not cut short, no flesh should be saved, but for the election's sake, those days were cut short. So it makes a lot of sense on that our Lord is coming back to redeem us, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro, at times you feel like you want to give up the ghost, you know, drop dead, give up the spirit. You're dizzy, you know, you coughing, you got a headache, you waking up in cold sweats, all types of shit, a lot of demonic activity, man. Like last night when I was asleep, I want to say about 5 o'clock in the morning, I had a dream, man, and I kind of rolled over my bed, and it felt like it was somebody in the fucking bed with me. I'm like, it's a damn demon in the damn bed, man, you know? But it was like in a form of like an animal, like a fucking rat or something, man. And I was like, oh shit, and I woke up, you know, thought I was dreaming, but I literally felt like a body next to me, man, like some type of rodent of some kind, you know. So that's how I know that we at the end, and these spirits are turning too. So yeah, man, hey brothers, we gotta stay anointed and stay in the spirit, because hey, what Yahweh Shai say? He said, hey man, roughly paraphrasing, man, he said that these come not but by fasting and prayer. You know, so dealing with these spirits, being able to cast them out and cast off these clean spirits, man, hey, it comes through faith, which once again you guys don't teach. So how can you guys cast out demons when you're just on the technicalities of the law? I don't get it. All right, because for one thing, y'all don't push Yahweh Shai, though you acknowledge him, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, whatever the shit y'all say. And all of a sudden, you know, you're doing away with the Pauline Gospels, as the Christians affectionately call it. You know, which Yahweh Shai and Paul taught the same thing, because hey, what Paul said, he says, be followers of me as I am of Yahweh Shai. So Paul followed Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and you guys, you don't follow Yahweh Shai, you've proved that. You know, calling the apostles old fools, man. You know, talking about apostles to harsh retire according to the book of Numbers, when they got the age of the priest, the high priest at age 50 years old, he should step down. Well, you don't understand, man. Okay, they didn't have to necessarily retire. They took a more lighter role. Like if you in a job, they got what they call seniority. Unfortunately, in this society, seniority is wicked. But in the ancient world, seniority, if you was a high priest at the age of 50, that means that you're stepping down from the high offices of partaking in the heavenly duties, man. You say that for the young men. You know, you're more like a mentor and a teacher, you know, kind of like, you know, brothers that's been in the camp 30 years, like the apostles and so forth. They do their own videos, you know, and they upload their own videos, but a lot of times they got other brothers, you know, uploading the camp videos, and the priestly duties, the younger brothers can do it now, you know, like at the Passovers, the younger brothers, he knows the priestly duties and so forth when they conduct the Passover, you know. So duties like that, teaching a young man how to put their best foot forward. All right, but you had what was Matthias, I forgot, but it was in Maccabees. He was 90 years old and he was still out there at war, man. So what are you talking about? You had several men of the Lord that was still able. King David was an old man and he passed away, but hey, nonetheless, King David was fervent up until the day he died, man. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you looking at, man? What's up, man? What's up, bro? But anyway, man, Jake wicked as hell. He got demons on him. But anyway, so yeah, man. So as far as retiring, man, look, the scriptures say, "Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." And also, the scriptures goes into the account of come on, man, we got the light. The scriptures also go into the account of working out your own salvation. So if Apostle Hart said, you know what, I'm gonna retire, I ain't going out to the highways and the byways no more, the scriptures say, he who endure to the end, the same should be saved. So that's not an excuse, man. And we supposed to just give up the mantle and let you continue to teach Israel with your wicked doctrine? Nah, bro. It says they're straying also. They don't want the 5G. Yeah, I heard about that. They were talking about at the airports, man. They were saying that they were pissed off. They felt like it was gonna disrupt the turbulence of the planes and so forth. But the reality of it is, when they activate those towers, a lot of people are gonna start dying that took that jab, man. That's why over there in Israel, they were actually sawing down them damn towers because they were spontaneous combustion. People were literally like igniting this shit, man. Like I saw one video, it looked like dude was bleeding out of his eye sockets, man. And I saw you idiots out there that went ahead and believed in this man's science. Like nobody told you to go down there and take this man's poison. All for a better, build back better. America's getting ready to be destroyed, man. Ain't shit to build back, okay? It's ran its course, it's a done deal, and let the place burn, man. Okay, that's the best thing for Babylon the Great, is to be destroyed, you know? Because all you people getting the you know what, the Jamba Juice, you ain't doing nothing but putting more hell on yourself than what you have to do, man. Because like I said, a lot of people at work that took it, they're not looking too well. Like this one chick, she took that shit, man. Her eyes ain't even bit. Her eyes are more like, they're like a brown ruddy color, man. You know, she used to have the white pupils, whatever. Now, them shits are like red all the time. And she ain't looking well, man. I'm like, damn, I just be looking at her, I'm like, damn, baby, you look like you finna drop dead in a minute. I didn't tell her that, but just looking at her, man, she's getting ready to give up the spirit. And this is the same fucking demon that was pushing Jake to go get that shit. I'm like, man, you don't get shit. I mean, she ain't coming to me with it because, you know, I'm not the very approachable looking type person, so they kind of back up, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, man, they was pushing for Jake to do that shit. My supervisor, he was pushing for one of the guys I work with to take it. Man, go ahead and take it. But kid you not, this is the same nigga that had 2 strokes, and he's young, he's my age. But why you pushing that on somebody else? Because Jake refused to believe that Esau Edom poisoned him, man. Like, how the hell are you gonna encourage somebody to take some fucking poison, and nigga, you on your fucking second, you finna drop dead. You ain't gonna survive another one, bro. I'll reassure you, if he have another one, he's out of there. Another co-worker, last week, nigga had a heart attack. He took that shit a month ago. Now the nigga's out of work to the end of the month. And he ain't the only one. I'm hearing all types of horror stories about that, you know? So hell nah, man. No thank you, I'm cool. I'll deal with whatever infirmity I got and deal with it through the spirit. But other than that, we ain't taking that motherfucking, you know what? They can keep that to themselves. You know, brothers post no scriptures. But yeah, man, so that's the whole thing, brothers, man. You know, we are in hell and we need to be delivered. You know, we need to be delivered ASAP. And deliverance is coming, man. You know, like the scripture said, the Lord shall arise with healing in his wings. So we're waiting on that. We're waiting on that deliverance, man. Because honestly, bro, this shit is dead. You know, things are turning up. The prophecies are turning up. Shit, you got Russia getting ready to go to war. If they invade Ukraine, then America's going to get drug in. And then on top of that, Iran, they're trying to provoke a war with Israel. And you already know that, hey, monkey see, monkey do. Israel say jump, America says how high. So that's the whole eptimone of this situation, man. So America ain't got too much long to go, you know. And if it was up to me, you know what I'm saying, if I knew, honestly, I'll say that this place ain't got years. We ain't got years. I can tell you that now. And I'll be surprised if we make it past 2024, but who knows, you know? And that just, I'm speaking as a man when I say that, because I know Jake gets simple. They use anything to throw in there that be false prophets. Like the whole year 2000 thing, niggas are still talking about that. That shit is, oh, and technically we're still in the 2000s. So technically that wasn't a false prophecy, man. All right. The year 2000, we're in the 21st century right now. That marked the beginning of the 21st century. So therefore we're in it. So technically, if this motherfucker got destroyed this year, technically it was still destroyed in the 2000s, man. All right. But you niggas want us to give a date, May 24th, 2022, the end of America. Y'all want us to say that so when it don't happen, you can talk shit. But no, we ain't gonna give you clowns that type of leverage, man. Because the hypocrisy of it all is the fact that all of their leaders taught the same thing. All their leaders taught the same thing about the whole year 2000 prophecy. So why aren't you condemning your leaders about that? You know, it wasn't just Apostle Tahar. It wasn't just Apostle Gabar, Apostle Aram Lab, Apostle Bakar, the elders. It just wasn't them. Nate, all them niggas taught that shit. So if you're going to say the year 2000 calling us false prophets, then you need to speak on the account of your other leaders too. You know, but this is a target against the men in Great Millstone, because the scriptures say in the time comes, scoffers shall come. All right. Going after their own lusts, man. You know, walking after their own lusts. And this is what you're seeing from Raptor News. Though he was low level, I wouldn't really consider him a scoffer. But you got Raptor News, you got his followers, man. You got these Sakari dudes, you got the IUIC, and all these other groups that's coming against us. This guy, if I'm not mistaken, they did a 5-hour Shabbat. Like, bro, are you serious? That's a 10-minute video. 4 scriptures, hit the point. The Shabbat is according to the new move and be done with it. You don't need no 5-hour drawn out process of you trying to make some shit make sense that don't make sense. You know? So anyway, man, these guys, man, they at the end of their rope. 1 Peter 4:17. You know? Anyway, the brother Tazariak Banyamya, Zephaniah 3:8, it says, therefore wait ye upon me, says the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. All right, who is the prey? The so-called white man and these other nations going into World War III. And it reads here, for my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms, right? And this is what you're seeing right now as a collective. These nations are getting ready to go to war because now Turkey, they're pretty much trying to rescind from the NATO. All right, and according to Ezekiel 38, Turkey, Togomar, all these countries are going to side up with the Eastern Bloc, which is Russia. And then Russia got their allies, Iran, Libya, all these other third world countries, and they're going to come against the NATO and the EU. But the good part about it is that all the conglomerates of the NATO and the EU, they're going to come against America, man. So this whore is going to be left out to fend herself, and nobody's going to come to her downfall. All right, because hey, shit, look at the type of turmoil that she's brought upon the earth, man. And now we're in an economic depression. Nations are losing subsidies and so forth due to America's infrastructure. The dollar getting weaker. It's a done deal, and that's the reason why they're gonna shoot missiles on this place. You know, if they're fleeing and going underground, they know something is up. Yeah, brother, they're fleeing. Like we even speculated that a lot of those so-called White House press conference, a lot of those might not even really be at the White House. They may be in a damn bunker somewhere, because they know. And this is the reason at the beginning of the whole pandemic, a lot of those big-time CEOs, man, they packed up, sold stocks, and they bounced because they knew something was coming. All right, the brother Bayan Yasharala, Jeremiah 50:22. It says the sound of a battle was in the land, and a great destruction. And that's a heavy chapter, man. Jeremiah 50, 49, 50, and 51 goes into the destruction of this place, which is all prophecy, by the way. It says, how was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? And how was the Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Right, because America, they have the world's greatest military, all right? They own the dollar, they got up the Federal Reserve, they got the technology. So in a sense, it's like, damn, how the hell did this how the hell did they get taken out of power? Don't make sense. But you got to understand that It's going to be a slaughter fest because now Russia, they got weapons capable of reaching this place in 5-10 minutes, man. And they can bombard America with fucking nuclear missiles, man, like that. All right. And on top of that, they've proven that America's defense systems, they're outdated. So you can't stop 200 million missiles from hitting your society, especially when you ain't putting money into your defense infrastructure. But you put all your money into offense because America really believes that they're going to decimate the other nations. And that ain't how set it up, man. All right. Y'all can forget about it. But yeah, brothers, man, this was just a quick lesson through the spirit and power Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Hey, the water for the precepts, man. All praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai by Shem Kakwadash. And with that, Shalom. Wow, Baba Ball. Hey, we almost out this bitch. Shalom. 24. Let me read that real quick. That's the spirit. It says, I've laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. Another way, because, hey, they put the children of Israel in slavery. You know? I don't even question why he followed AD to BC. If he wasn't important, why is the calendar tracking AD? Right. Con. But yeah, brother, man. So that's it, man. With that, Shalom and a Baba Ball.